Hey everybody! Welcome to the second trivia night for Kirkwood Public Library this summer. My name is Shannon and I will be your host for the evening. If you have just gotten here, make sure you go ahead and over on the side, I guess it'll be this way, over on the side over here, make sure you go ahead and chat and let us know that you are available and ready to play. I know one of our teams is out there ready to go. I think we have at least two more who are waiting. So go ahead and just comment on over there, and as soon as we have confirmation that all of our teams are ready to go, we will get started. So in the meantime, I'm just going to put up here our calendar of events, and then I'll go ahead and be back to you, and we'll get started with round one. All right, so I know there's still at least one team out there who hasn't arrived yet. However, it's okay. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get started with all of this intro stuff, and then hopefully they will get here in time for the first round. So, welcome, like I said earlier, to our Teen Takeover Trivia Night. And what's great about this trivia night is that the questions and the categories were created entirely by the teens of our Teen Advisory Board at the Kirkwood Public Library. And so that means that these questions are written by folks just like you. Some of you out there will recognize these questions. If you were one of those people who wrote them, as you know, just go ahead and during that round, you're not going to help your team. You're not going to say anything. And then for everyone else, we're going to have fun. We're going to have categories on the supernatural, paranormal activities, aliens. We'll have a category about Norse mythology, Star Wars, and Greek mythology, which I know we had last time for a trivia night, but it's such a crowd favorite that why not bring it back? So, as you all know, you guys should have been emailed out a Google form earlier today, and that's what you're going to use to submit your answers to us. On the form, it'll have a slot where you can put in your team name, you're going to put in your email, and then you'll put in all your answers. Only one member from your team needs to submit that to us. And then our person behind the scenes, which is the other teen librarian, Shannon, she's going to go through and she's going to check your answers at the end of each round and update the scoreboard to see who wins this evening. And what are you going to win this evening, may you ask? What a great question. Well, our winners tonight, like last time, are going to win not only the coveted bragging rights, but also a $5 gift card at Andy's Frozen Custard, which, I mean, come on, it's summertime. Who doesn't want that? So without further ado, teams, I hope you're ready, because we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with some trivia here. So for our first, well, wait, I should introduce our teams. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was going to start without giving you guys a glory. All right. First up for our teams, we have Solo Squadron. We also, hopefully, MLB will be joining us tonight at some point. If they do, we'll just add in their scores. And I know the Athenians are out there ready to play. And the Athenians, if you all remember, were our victors from last time. So let's see if our Solo Squadron and MLB teams can go ahead and beat the Athenians. They're a pretty tough crowd. But I have faith in all of you out there playing that you can do it. You can conquer the Athenians. And Athenians, good luck on holding your ground as victors of trivia. So our first category of questions this evening is called All Things Ghastly Strange. And it is going to be questions that are going to involve famous paranormal and extraterrestrial sightings, famous haunted places, types of ghosts, and strange occurrences. After all, there's some things that science cannot explain. And I personally am very excited for this category, being a fan of the supernatural myself. And so all of you supernatural fans out there, the best of luck. Let's get started. For question number 1, what type of ghost/spirit is not generated by someone deceased? Welcome MLB. I see you guys just got here. Great. Go ahead and just jump on into play. We are on the first round of questions, so you didn't miss out on much. As I just said earlier, you'll have your team and only one person needs to fill out the form, and you'll submit it at the end of this round. So we're on our first question, which is, what type of ghost/spirit is not generated by someone deceased? And as we all know, even though this is online trivia and I can't see you guys playing, that doesn't mean that the honor system is not in place, which means you cannot, I repeat, cannot just go to Google and ask these questions. That would be called cheating. And because we are on the honor system, that means we are all going to play fairly, because that just ruins the fun if we cheat at a free trivia game online at the library. And plus, you guys are smart enough. You don't need the internet to answer these questions. Okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to question number 2. And if we need to go back to repeat some of these questions at the end of this round, that's okay. Like, you can just let us know in like the little chat box, and then we're going to go ahead. We'll go back at the end of this round and repeat questions if need be. Question number 2. In the Lemp Mansion, there's a little boy named Zeke. He hides upstairs on the 3rd floor because he is scared of what? What is Zeke afraid of in the Lemp Mansion? What is Zeke afraid of? All right. We will now move on to question number 3. And if for some reason I end up talking too fast or too slow, just let me know in the comments, and I'll go ahead and try to change up my pace throughout the night to make sure it's comfortable for all of you playing at home. Question number 3. What famous base is said to hold aliens and alien technology? What famous base is said to hold aliens and alien technology? right, question number 4. What famous bridge is said to hold the demonic entity known as the Goatman? What famous bridge is said to hold the demonic entity known as the Goatman? Or Goatman. Either way is probably okay to pronounce it. I do like the pictures that are in these slides that some of the teens made from Tab. I think this one is a nice, great, clear picture of this famous bridge. And who knows, it might help some of you jog your memory and remember the answer. What famous bridge is said to hold the demonic entity known as the Goatman? All right. Question number 5. What type of ghost / spirit is said to move things around, throw things, and or cause physical disturbances? Ooh, very spooky ghost. Sorry, I couldn't resist myself. Whenever I see a ghost, I have to make a ghost sound. What type of ghost / spirit is said to move things around, throw things, and or cause physical disturbances? All right, we're going to move on to question number 6. What group of people are said to not only erase the memories of people who claim to have seen extraterrestrial activity, but also threaten people who research aliens? What group of people are said to not only erase the memories of people who claim to have seen extraterrestrial activity, but also threaten people who research aliens? All right, time for question number 7. True or false? So this one's nice because you have a 50-50 shot at getting it right. The people who disappeared from Roanoke Island were eventually found. True or false? The people who disappeared from Roanoke Island were eventually found. All right, we're going to move to question number 8. Question number 8. The fabulous Fox Theater is said to be haunted. What hallway was a ghost spotted and caught on camera? And the hint is the first word is the name of a bird. So if you don't know the answer, if you at least put down the name of the bird as the first word, you stand at least a small percentage of a shot of getting it right. So at least put down a name of a bird in your answer, and you'll be that much closer to victory. The fabulous Fox Theater is said to be haunted. What hallway was a ghost spotted and caught on camera? And remember, the first word is the name of a bird. All right, we're going to move to question number 9. What does the abbreviation FBA stand for? What does the abbreviation FBA stand for? What does the abbreviation FBA stand for? And I should say that obviously the answer we are looking for is going to be something within the realm of ghastly things that are strange. So if you know an abbreviation or another thing that uses FBA, like maybe I could be a fully busy adult or something like that. Obviously, that's not going to be the answer, even though being adult I know is very spooky. But it's going to be something within the realm of the supernatural. All right, and we're going to move to our last question of round number 1. Question number 10. There is an island off the coast of Mexico inhabited by a type of toy that is commonly haunted. What type of toy is this? What type of toy is on this inhabited island? And see, this question we created is a lot easier because we're just asking you for the type of toy it is. We're not even asking you for the name of the island. If we were playing super duper hard trivia, that's what I would have asked. So if you do happen to know the name of the island that this toy is on, go ahead and just put it also in the comments. We always like to see people flex and brag when they know a lot of stuff about trivia. I don't know the answer to this question, so I might have to look it up later because I'm curious. But no, if you do know the name of the island, you will not get bonus points for it. All you will get is bragging rights, maybe a shout out in the trivia, and you will have my eternal praise for being so smart. And if praise from Librarian Shannon isn't enough, well, I don't know what is. All right, so at this time, if your team is ready and you have filled out all of your answers, which I suggest you at least guess on the ones you don't know, because it doesn't hurt to guess, you might end up being right. Then you'll go ahead and you'll want to submit your form to us then. And when you do, it is going to have the option to go ahead and submit another form. You're going to want to ahead and you're going to click on that after you submit it, because that's how you're going to fill out the questions for the next round. And if for some reason you need us to repeat a question this round, go ahead and just let us know. And I'll go back and I will repeat some of the questions from earlier. Oh man, I'm just starting to look at the comments on here, and I see our writer of these questions is just dying. She wants to help so badly, and she can't. But it's okay. She did an excellent job at writing these questions. So we thank her, and if you want within your homes, you can applaud her. She may not be able to hear you, but perhaps your spirit will reach her, which is what really matters. So go ahead, submit those answers to us. And while our dutiful Shannon is in the background calculating her scores, I am going to take a little bit of a commercial break and talk about some cool things that are happening at the library. And this is totally not just to stall for time. So as you can see, I have put up on here our team calendar events, which if you go to the Kirkwood Public Library's website, you can also just access them all on there. However, throughout the evening, I'm going to highlight a few of our programs that will be happening and ones that I think that you should probably go ahead and check out if you have the opportunity to. So the first one that I'm going to bring up this evening and talk about while we're waiting for the scores is going to be about our Teen Advisory Board. So as you know, this evening, all of the questions that you have been provided with, the categories, so the themes, they have been created by members of our Teen Advisory Board at the Kirkwood Public Library, which is just a group of teens who are pretty cool. Well, no, they're very cool. And we just get together. We help plan programs like the one we're doing right now. We also sometimes will talk about books at the library, things we enjoy. We'll brainstorm ideas for things. Really, it's just your way as a teen to communicate to us as a library what you want to see happen. And then we do our best to try and make sure that we make that thing happen for you at the library because we really care. And so maybe if you're a person out there who really is enjoying this trivia night tonight, and you're like, wow, this was so much fun, and I have great ideas for other library programs, or I really think the library should have this book series and we don't, or maybe you just want to get involved more at the Kirkwood Public Library and you want to have some volunteer opportunities and you want to get some service hours, guess what? You can come to TAB. It's open to everyone. All you need to do is you're going to go to our website, and that's where you can sign up. And if you have come to TAB before, you should still make sure you go to that sign-up form and let me know that you are attending, because it is happening this Sunday. Yes, you heard it right. This next Sunday is our next TAB meeting for July, where we're going to be talking about what programs we want to do in August and in the fall even. So if you want to have your say in what's going to happen, and maybe you want to help plan something, you should sign up and come to TAB. And with that, Shannon has alerted me that the scores are up for this round. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get ready over here to show you guys. I'm going to make you leave you guys in anticipation just for a second here as I pull it up. But I think you guys will be excited to see that it is a pretty close game. It's loading. It's loading very slowly. Haha, and with that, we have our scores. So, in first place right now, we have MLB with 5 points. We have the Athenians in second with 4 points. And we have Solo Squadron with 3 points. And we'll go ahead and I'll go through the answers. Usually I'll try to do this while we're waiting in that weird awkward time. I just started talking way too much about TAB because I'm way too excited for it. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to go back into round one, and we're going to go through all of the answers for this round. Answer for number 1. What type of ghost/spirit is not generated by someone deceased? That would be demons. Demons is the answer we were looking for number 1. For number 2, what is Zeke afraid of in the Lemp Mansion? Well, Zeke is afraid of the people that visit the mansion. He is such an introvert, and I don't blame him. If I was stuck in a mansion, I wouldn't want people visiting me all the time either. For question number 3, the answer you're looking for what famous base is said to hold aliens and alien technology? It is Area 51. Classic Area 51. I just finished watching Independence Day this past weekend as per tradition for the 4th of July, and so I had a hard time not making any comments about this when I was reading the question because I love that movie. For question number 4, what famous bridge is said to hold the demonic entity known as the Goatman? Well, folks, that's the Old Alton Bridge or the Goatman's Bridge. So if you were just taking a stab and guessing Goatman's Bridge, you would have gotten it. I hope somebody out there guessed that and got it right. For question number 5, what type of ghost/spirit is said to move things around, throw things, and or cause physical disturbances? Well, folks, that's a poltergeist. If you've seen the movie, you are probably thinking about the hands on the fuzzy television screen. Poltergeist. For question number 6, what group of people are said to not only erase the memories of people who claim to have seen extraterrestrial activity, but also threaten people who research aliens? They are the Men in Black, the Men in Black. If you don't know that song, it's from the movie Men in Black. But the Men in Black is the answer we were looking for. Thank you for listening to my karaoke. I'm sure it will not be the only thing that you will hear this evening come out of my mouth. For number 7, it was false. The people who were disappeared from Roanoke Island were found. No, they were not. That is the mystery of it all, folks. It's crazy. And there has been plenty of awesome fiction and stories written about what happened to these people. My favorite story is that vampires overtook them all and killed them all because I love vampires. But we don't know what happened. They just disappeared. It was probably because they all died. But I like to think that something supernatural occurred. For question number 8, the Fabulous Fox Theater here in St. Louis is said to be haunted. What hallway was a ghost spotted and caught on camera? It is Peacock Alley. Classic Peacock Alley. Very beautiful place. For question number 9, what does the abbreviation FBA stand for? It is Full-Bodied Apparition. Full-Bodied Apparition. And for the last one, question number 10, there is an island off the coast of Mexico inhabited by a type of toy that is commonly haunted. What type of toy is this? Dolls. It's always dolls, folks. The dolls are going to get you. Okay, and with that, I hope that you did well. This is a greeting from our wonderful lady who wrote this. This category might have been strangely hard, but then again, not all things are easy, including finding ghosts. Very spooky. And with that, we're going to go into round 2, which is Norse mythology. So hold on tight, folks, because this is where Shannon gets to attempt to pronounce a bunch of Norse mythology things, and we're going to see how she does. I try to look it up ahead of time. It doesn't guarantee that I will succeed. So, for the next round, number 2, question number 1. What type of tree is Yggdrasil? Yes, you heard that weird accent come out of my mouth. Yggdrasil. Just so you know, if I didn't look up the pronunciation, I probably would have called this Yggdrasil. So, it is not Yggdrasil, it is Yggdrasil. What type of tree is Yggdrasil? What type of tree is Yggdrasil? Just kind of fun to say. Alright, we're going to go into question number 2 now. What is the name of Thor's hammer? And I purposely chose a picture for this one that did not have the name on it, because I wasn't going to give you guys any hints. What is the name of Thor's hammer? All right, we're going to go to question number 3. What plant killed Balder? So we are looking for what type of plant killed Balder. What type of plant killed Balder? What type of plant killed Balder? I love the artwork on this picture. I wish I had like all of my favorite book covers done with this style of art. That'd be so cool. All right, and we're going to move on to question number 4. There is a rainbow bridge that leads up to Asgard. What is it called? What is the name of this magical rainbow bridge? And I have a feeling this painting was done in the 70s. It's just giving me that vibe. What is the name of the rainbow bridge that leads up to Asgard? All right, we're going to move on to question number 5. What is the world of humans called? So in case you didn't know, because there'll be a question later, this isn't spoiling anything, but within Norse mythology, there are lots of worlds. So for this specific question, we are asking for what is the world of humans called? What is the world of humans called? What is the world of humans called? And as always, if you don't actually know an answer for it, you don't have a good guess, you could always just put a silly answer down and try to make Shannon laugh when she goes through and she checks all of your answers. We could always use a laugh these days. We miss you all. It is not the same with the library closed. All right, we're going to move on, though. We're going to move on to question number 6 here. Oh no. Here we go. There's question number 6. I almost gave you a hint at what the next question would be. So question number 6 is, how many worlds are there? So as we said, there's many worlds in Norse mythology, but how many are there? I also love this artwork. It's so beautiful. And if I remember correctly, that tree you are seeing is in fact Yggdrasil. You see, I purposely found another opportunity to say that word because it's so much fun to say. Yggdrasil. How many worlds are there? For question number 6. This image also reminds me of my youth in playing Neopets for some reason. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, you can picture the world map in Neopets and all the different locations it has. The good old days. All right, we're going to move on to question number 7. What was the first frost giant's name? What was the first frost giant's name? Guess what? I'm going to give you a spoiler. The first frost giant's name was not Fred. But with this image, I like to think that this dude's name is Fred. You can see it in his eyes. He's definitely a Fred. Question number 7. What was the first frost giant's name? All right, we're going to move on to question number 8. What type of feather is Freya's cloak made of? What type of feather is Freya's cloak made of? Also, I love her cloak in this picture. Though maybe this isn't the cloak we're referring to. It could be a different outfit. I didn't research this particular photograph too much. But it is very magical. I should get me to cosplay this. You can cosplay things that aren't anime, right? I'm pretty sure you can. Question number 8. What type of feather is Freya's cloak made of? Alright, moving on to question number 9. What is the world of fire giants called? What is the world of fire giants called? Let's see, can I go back to question number 4? Yes, I can go back to question number 4. I will go ahead and write that down right now to make sure that I go back at the end of this round. So question number 9, though, is what is the world of fire giants called? Okay. And we're going to go to our last question of this round, which is question number 10. What is the final battle called? What is the final battle called? What is the final battle called? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go back to question number 4 for our Athenians, which is, there is a rainbow bridge that leads up to Asgard. What is it called? What is the name of the rainbow bridge? And when you are ready, go ahead and submit those answers to other Shannon, who will go ahead and go through them all. And once I know that all of our answers have been submitted, I'll go through the answers with you here, so that way you guys can kind of get an idea of how you did this round. And if we need to take up some more time, then I'm going to talk about some more library programs, which will be super awesome. So go ahead and submit those answers to the other Shannon in the background. And this slide in particular looks very much so like Jeopardy. It's that blue background for certain. So go ahead, submit those answers, and once I know they're all in, I'll go ahead and I'll go through what they are. Okay, the answers are in. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go through them for this round. So here we go. For question number 1, what type of tree is Yggdrasil? It is an ash tree. Just a normal old ash tree. So if you put snake tree, that was not the answer, because I don't think there is such thing as a snake tree. For question number 2, what is the name of Thor's hammer? It is Mjolnir. This one is hard to pronounce, I feel like. You have to get the right sound for that MJ in the front. So yeah, Mjolnir. Mjolnir. You guys can imagine this is me in the background, just practicing these words, trying to get them right, just hearing it and then just repeating it over and over again like I'm learning a new language. All right, question number 3. What plant killed Balder? The mistletoe plant. Who said Christmas isn't deadly? Someone can take that idea for a murder mystery story. I'll allow you to have it. Okay, question number 4. There is a rainbow bridge that leads up to Asgard. What is it called? Bifrost. I would never have gotten that answer, but that's what it is. Bifrost. Question number 5. What is the world of humans called? Midgard. That one's not as fun to say. Just Midgard. For question number 6, how many worlds are there? There are 9. And I purposely cropped this photo in case you tried to count in the picture how many were in there, so that way you couldn't get it right. Ha 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 ha, evil Shannon. For question number 7, what was the first frost giant's name? Unfortunately, it was not Fred, but it is Ymir. Ymir the frost giant. For question number 8, what type of feather is Freya's cloak made of? It is made of falcon feathers. For question number 9, what is the world of fire giants called? Muspel. Such a nice name for such a scary looking place, Muspel. And for question number 10, Ragnarok, what is the final battle called? For those of you who are Marvel fans out there, you probably figured that one out on your own. Okay, folks, so I believe our scores are in. However, I'm going to force you all to wait in anticipation by once again bringing to you a commercial to talk about some of the teen programming that is happening at the library. So, we talked about our teen advisory board last time, and so now I'm going to talk to you real quick about the Teen Art Club, which is also meeting this next weekend. What is Teen Art Club? Well, folks, it is when teens just get together, we hang out over Zoom, and I give you guys some awesome art prompts that you then can do to increase your skills at drawing. It doesn't matter if you are a professional artist or whether you are just starting out. We like all artists, and we just want to hang out and do cool art stuff together. So if you are somebody who really enjoys drawing, you should probably consider signing up and coming to Teen Art Club because it's going to be a good time and fun people attend it. I know some of the people who are playing tonight are regular members and we have a great time. But with that, I will transition back and show you the updated scores. So we have, for this round, it looks like our victors were the Athenians with 7 points. MLB came in second with 6. Solo Squadron came in with 3. Oh, correction, 4. I misread that. However, it looks like for our total scores, we are at a tie right now. Holy cats, folks. MLB and the Athenians are tied for 11, and Solo Squadron is at 7. Don't worry, Solo Squadron. You are holding on your own, and by golly, you are not that far behind. You are going to make a comeback, and I'm going to root for you because you are the underdog of this game. Okay, and here's your shot. Hopefully, Solo Squadron, you are ready because round 3 is, in fact, Star Wars questions. I did not sing that in any Star Wars tune. So, get your question, your scorecard, whatever we want to call it, answer form, that's a better term. Your answer form ready? And we're going to go into round 3 of Star Wars questions, which will also probably be the one I mispronounce the most. Just watch. All right, time for question number 1. Which 2 characters have been in every Star Wars movie in the main series? So this is episodes 1 through 9. Which 2 characters have been in every Star Wars movie in the main series? And yes, you do have to say both of the characters in order to get the points for this question. So it is a 2-parter. Which 2 characters have been in every Star Wars movie in the main series? Okay, we're going to move on over to question number 2. What is the name of the monster that attacks Luke on the ice planet Hoth? Let's see, have I watched Beetlejuice yet? No, I have not. Don't be mad at me. Life has been busy, but I've watched lots of anime. So for those anime fans out there, I've watched that. All right, question number 2. What is the name of the monster that attacks Luke on the ice planet Hoth? And we'll move on to question number 3. Emperor Palpatine's command to destroy the Jedi is called Order blank. So you have to go ahead and finish that for us. What should go in that blank there? Order what? Ooh, what anime? Ho ho ho! Well, let me tell you what anime I've been watching. You should have came to Anime Club this past month because we had a great time talking about it. I could talk about all of them because I've probably watched like 5 in the past week. I watched No Guns Life. I watched Wotakoi. I watched The Promised Neverland, which is the one I'm going to recommend that if you like anime, go watch The Promised Neverland. It is so, so good, and I want to talk about it with more people. So, okay, I'm going to calm down. Otherwise, this isn't about anime tonight. I will reserve that for another evening. So back to question number 3. Emperor Palpatine's command to destroy the Jedi is called Order blank. Your Name, I know. I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list of things to watch. As well as Beetlejuice, yes, I know. I need to watch it. Okay, we're going to move on, though, to question number 4, because you guys are going to get me distracted with talking movies and film and TV shows. It's my weakness. Question number 4. In the movie Solo, a Star Wars story, we learn that Han Solo had a mentor figure. What is his name? And for the bragging rights, what actor portrays him? So this will not get you a bonus point, but if you want to impress Shannon and I, go ahead and tell us who's the actor who plays Han Solo's mentor figure. What is the name of his mentor? In the movie Solo, a Star Wars story, we learn that Han Solo had a mentor figure. What is his name? And for bragging rights, what actor portrays him? All right, we're going to move to question number 5. In The Force Awakens, Leia is no longer called Princess. What is her official title in The Resistance? Question number 5. In The Force Awakens, Leia is no longer called Princess. What is her official title in The Resistance? What is her official title? Question number 6. How many years did the Clone Wars last? How many years did the Clone Wars last? Ooh, Shannon, what's your favorite book? That's a good question. Well, the books that like got me hooked on reading growing up were obviously Harry Potter, but I have a lot of favorite books. As far as teen books go, I actually was just looking at this earlier because I think I might make a book list that I'll post to social media at some time. But the Book Thief by Marcus Zuzek is a great one. This one would probably, let's see, I like The Inquisitor's Tale by Adam Goodwitz a lot, but that one would probably be in the youth side of the library over in the children's area. Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt, I usually try to reread once a year. What else? If you want more of like an adult title, like a nonfiction title, I'm a big fan of Brene Brown. She's an author, a positive psychologist, and she wrote a book called Rising Strong that's really amazing. But so there's lots of books. So I'm a librarian. What do you expect? Okay, we're going to go, though, on to question number 7. What is the name of the substance Han Solo finds himself imprisoned in during the events of Empire Strikes Back? What is the name of the substance Han Solo finds himself imprisoned in during the events of Empire Strikes Back? I have not read I Am Princess X. I've seen it several times, and I know it's one of the free book options this summer for the library for summer reading, but I have not read that yet. Though this does remind me that another book series that we don't have at the library anymore, which is really sad because it is my favorite book series to Harry Potter, second, is called Stravaganza, City of Mask, and it's about time travel to a little bit after post-Renaissance Italy, and it made me obsessed with Italy when I was in middle school, and I still love Italy this day, and I took Italian in college because of it. So if you want to hunt it down and find it, Stravaganza by Mary Hoffman, a great series. But question number 7 for Star Wars is, what is the name of the substance Han Solo finds himself imprisoned in during the events of Empire Strikes Back? All right, and we'll move on to question number 8 now. Before he goes by the name of Finn, his First Order soldier designation is what? So again, you want to go ahead and fill in the blank there. What is his First Order soldier designation? What is Finn's First Order soldier designation? What is that title? What is Finn's First Order soldier designation for question number 8? I know, I'm so sorry. I should have kept up the banter. I was trying to provide for the people on teams to talk to one another and bond. I'm sorry. I am failing as a host. All right, but we're going to move on to question number 9. Dennis Lawson, the actor who portrays Wedge Antilles? This is what I'm talking about, folks. I don't know how to pronounce Star Wars names. But anyway, Dennis Lawson, the actor who portrays Wedge in the original trilogy, is the real-life uncle of which prequel trilogy star? So the answer we are looking for is, in fact, the name of the actor who is in the prequel trilogy. So the actor who portrays Wedge in the original trilogy is the real-life uncle of which prequel trilogy star? I could always sing to you all to make sure it's not quiet, but I feel like you don't want to hear that from me. Also, if you're somebody out there who's super passionate about anime, I don't know who it was who was commenting before, but if you want that, we don't have an anime event for July, but if you want to see one happen in August or this fall, you should come to the Teen Advisory Board on Sunday and you should let me know. Or you can just email me and let me know, and we'll take it into consideration, because I love talking about anime, and it's a lot of fun to get together with you guys and talk about it as well. So question number 9 is, Dennis Lawson, the actor who portrays Wedge in the original trilogy, is the real-life uncle of which prequel trilogy star? All right, and moving on to question number 10. What secret code word was the Death Star schematics given in Rogue One? So what was the secret code word they were given? That is what we were looking for. However, if you want to have bragging rights, you can also name the character whose nickname inspires the code word. Billie Eilish. Wouldn't that be awesome? What secret code word was the Death Star schematics given in Rogue One? What was the secret code word? And with that, go ahead and you can submit your answers for the third round. If you need us to repeat a question, just go ahead and let us know in the comments and I'll go back and repeat them. And once I have confirmation that all of our answers have been submitted by our teams, I'll go through and give you the answers for this round. Can you repeat? Number 2. Yes, I can. Let me just head on back. What is the name of the monster that attacks Luke on the ice planet Hoth? That was question number 2. What is the name of the monster that attacks Luke on the ice planet Hoth? You are very welcome. All right. We are going with a sad sloth. Oh, don't be sad if you only got one right. It's okay. That just means that this isn't your thing. Like this category, this topic isn't your thing. So it's all right. You might be better at the next one. Or there's probably plenty of other trivia that you are great at. All right. And it looks like all of our questions are in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through our answer. Answer for number 1. Which 2 characters have been in every Star Wars movie in the main series, episodes 1 through 9? It's R2-D2 and C-3PO, our favorite androids. For question number 2, which is the one we just repeated, what is the name of the monster that attacks Luke on the ice planet Hoth? It is the Wampa monster. I hope I pronounced that right too, and it's not like Wampa or Wampa or I don't even know. But I'm going to say it's Wampa monster. And all I can picture in my head is Cookie Monster when I say that. All right. For question number 3, Emperor Palpatine's command to destroy the Jedi is called Order number 66. Order number 66. For question number 4, in the movie Solo, a Star Wars Story, we learn that Han Solo had a mentor figure. What is his name? His name was Beckett, and he's played by Woody Harrelson, who I feel like is in every single movie these days. And I'm not complaining because I appreciate Woody Harrelson as an actor. So, it was Beckett for question number 4. Question number 5. In The Force Awakens, Leia is no longer called Princess. What is her official title in the Resistance? It was the General. How many pizzas should we order for the Star Wars party? Yeah, definitely. Always that much pizza. The general was the answer for number 5. For number 6, how many years did the Clone Wars last? 3 years. 3 long years. For question number 7, what is the name of the substance Han Solo finds himself imprisoned in during the events of Empire Strikes Back? It is carbonite. What a classic. For question number 8, before he goes by the name of Finn, his First Order soldier designation is FN 2187. A question that I would never get right. But if you put down, some letters and some numbers, who knows? Maybe you guessed it correctly. It was FN 2187. All right. For number 9, Dennis Lawson, the actor who portrays Wedge, he's the uncle of Ewan McGregor, another actor who I love, and I just watched in the new Shining movie. So, yeah, Ewan McGregor. Our Star Wars poster boy, I feel like at times. He's just everywhere. And for question number 10, what secret code word was the Death Star schematics given in Rogue One? It was Stardust. And Jyn Erso is the character that inspired it. And so, with that, we have gone through the answers, and I know we have the scores, but again, I'm going to leave you in anticipation and talk about another library program before telling you how you did this round. So, as you can see, maybe perhaps art isn't your thing, but maybe you're a writer out there, or you want to become more of a writer, and I think that's great. And so with that, we are starting a teen creative writing club that's going to be led by Shannon, the one who is behind the scenes right now, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get together. You're going to get monthly writing prompts. You'll get feedback on your work when you show up to writing club. It's just going to be a really great community that's going to help you grow as a writer. And I know there's many of you out there who have amazing ideas that you want to put to paper, and maybe you want to get some feedback on stuff you've already been working on. Well, Writing Club is the place for you. And again, if you're interested, that's going to be on Thursday, July 23rd. It's going to be in the evening, so you don't have to worry about waking up early. And if you want to come to it, all you got to do is head on over to our website, and we will make sure we send you the Zoom link when you sign up, so that way you can attend, and you can invite all of your friends to it. And it'll be our first meeting ever, and if it's successful, we'll probably just continue to do this throughout the school year even, which will be really great. And who knows what can happen by people who are passionate with writing. But okay, I know I've made you wait for a long time, so here we go. I'm going to show you the scores. Oh, our poor Solo Squadron. I was fighting for you so hard. But it's okay. Like I said, this just wasn't your round. Just wasn't your thing. But Solo Squadron had 1 point, MLB had 7, and the Athenians had 9. Wow. So at this point, the Athenians have 20 points, which is in the lead. However, MLB, you are not far behind. You have 18 points, which means you're only 2 behind our leading team. And there's still a chance in this final round you can come out on top. It is possible. Solo Squadron, even if it's not possible to come out on top and beat that score, I still believe in you that you can get 100% this next round because you're awesome. And remember, these other people are playing on teams and you are fighting by yourself. So that is incredible, I think, that you have that score and you are by yourself trying to answer these, because I think you would still have a better score than I would if I were playing. Okay, so here we go. We're going into our final round of the evening. Oof. All right, here we go. It's happening, and it is the coveted mortals and monsters of Greek mythology, which I know our Athenians by name are very excited about. But don't worry, MLB, I believe in you. You know just as much as them. And Solo Squadron, you're going to do the best you can. I am proud of you. So here we go. Question number 1. The Minotaur, who was kept in the center of the labyrinth, is half human and half of what mammal? So what is the other half of the Minotaur's body? The Minotaur, who was kept in the center of the labyrinth, is half human and half of what other kind of animal? Yay, okay, we are going into question number 2. Before Hercules completed the 12 labors for his cousin Eurystheus, here we go, this is where it gets rough, Eurystheus, he did another impossible thing. What did he do as an infant? So we were looking for this impossible feat that Hercules did as an infant. I'm backtracking for the chat here while we're waiting for people to answer. Have you watched Knives Out? Yes, I have. I think we talked about this, actually. Did I talk about this with you? I feel like I did, but I love Knives Out. It's a very good film. I know there's other people watching right now who also love it as well. It's such a good film. But question number 2, before Hercules completed the 12 labors, he did another impossible thing. What did he do as an infant? All right, moving on to question number 3. On his way home from slaying the Gorgon Medusa, which princess did Perseus save from the sea monster Cetus by turning it to stone? So which princess was saved? Which princess was saved? Question number 3. On his way home from slaying the Gorgon Medusa, which princess did Perseus save from the sea monster Cetus by turning it to stone? And moving on to question number 4. The 9th labor of Heracles, aka Hercules also, was to steal the girdle of Hippolyte, the queen of the Amazons. Which Olympian god fathered her and her sisters? So we are looking for who is the Olympian god that is her father. All right, moving on to question number 5. Icarus was the son of the architect Daedalus. How did he die? So how did Icarus die? How did Icarus die? For question number 5. Moving on to question number 6. The mortal Narcissus fell in love with his own reflection. How did he die? This is a very morbid round, folks. We are just trying to figure out how all these folks died. So how did Narcissus die? How did Narcissus die? And again, if you don't know the answer, I recommend just coming up with a funny one to make Shannon laugh as she goes through this. All right, and we're going to move on to question number 7. What was the ultimate mission of the Argonauts, although they did many things on their journey? So we are looking for what was their ultimate mission. What was the Argonauts' ultimate mission? All right, and moving on to question number 8. Which Greek king killed his father and married his own mother, despite their attempts to avoid the oracle's prophecy? Which Greek king killed his father and married his own mother, despite their attempts to avoid the oracle's prophecy? All right, moving on to question number 9. Medusa, slain by the hero Perseus, had 2 sisters who could not turn people to stone. What were their names? What were the names of Medusa's 2 gal pals? Medusa, slain by the hero Perseus, had 2 sisters who could not turn people to stone. What were their names? Man, if this image here were a costume design, that would be so cool. If they had a theatrical production with those costumes, that'd be intense. What were the names of Medusa's sisters? All right. And we're moving on to the final question of the night. Can you believe it? The final question, which is, how did King Minos die? How did that dude die? How did King Minos die? with that, when your team is ready, go ahead and submit to us your questions for the final round of the evening. And once I have confirmation that all of our questions are in, or our answers are in, I'll go ahead and I'll go through what those answers are for this round. And I will probably mispronounce something. And of course, if you need me to repeat anything, any of the questions for this round, just go ahead and let me know in the little stream chat over to the side there, and I'll make sure I go back and repeat it. Aw, man. Hey, don't be sad, folks. It's okay. No stress here, people. We're just having some fun with trivia. And besides, remember that if you don't like the questions that we had of the categories, you can always come to the Teen Advisory Board meeting on Sunday, and maybe for the next trivia night we have, you can be the person to write the questions that stump everybody. Oh man, yeah, I can tell you guys are, this is rough. You gotta come up with something. You gotta come up with something. And I should also say, I know there's a lot of Percy Jackson fans out there who are playing tonight, and you know, I will say, if you guys are interested in us doing some sort of Percy Jackson themed event of some sort, again, just let us know. You can either let us know in the comments, you could email me, or you can also show up to the Teen Advisory Board, or really any of our events, and you can just talk to us. And we're always taking into account what you guys have for ideas for cool events like this, because honestly, teens come up with the coolest ideas, I think. And who better to plan things than the people who it's for. So just go ahead and let us know any of the thoughts you have. And we're still waiting, I think, for all of our scores to come in. You can't look in a book for the answer. That's not okay. Ooh, next trivia night, do a geography round. That would be a lot of fun. I like geography. Alright, we're still waiting here, I think, for the questions. And so while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and I'll throw up on here another thing that we can talk about for a program while we're waiting for everyone to submit their answers. So something that's going to be happening, and this isn't something you have to sign up for, it's just something we're going to have posted on social media and such, and you can tune in for. But if you are a person who enjoys D&D, we're going to be having a video that, again, the lovely Shannon, who is behind the scenes processing things, is creating, and it's going to be all about miniature painting. So maybe you have those awesome D&D miniatures for your games, and this is going to be all about how do you paint them by the professional miniaturist painter Robert Solo. So definitely make sure that you tune in or view that video at some point, even if you just like painting things. You know, you might learn something along the way by watching it. Okay, and it looks like all the answers are in, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go through what the answers were for this round. For number one, the Minotaur is half human and half bull. And for question number two, as an infant, Heracles strangled a pair of serpents sent by his stepmother Hera. And if you think about it, there's, I think, a scene in the Disney movie Hercules where that's depicted in the song. It's like the first song when you see him like growing up a bit, and he's like a baby, I think, or something, and he smacks serpents. Or maybe I'm thinking of that wrong. Anyways, question number 3. Perseus rescued Princess Andromeda from the sea monster Cetus. Andromeda is what we were looking for. For question number 4, the war god Ares is the one who fathered Queen Hippolyta and her sisters. I know if I were playing, I was going to guess Zeus, because it seems like Zeus is everyone's dad. But in this instance, it was not. It was Ares. For number 5, Icarus flew across the ocean with wings made of feathers and wax, but he flew too high, and the sun melted the wax, and he drowned in the ocean. So, as far as that for answers, we're looking for he flew too close to the sun, or we'll accept that he drowned in the ocean. Those both seem like fair answers that led to his demise. So he flew too close to the sun, and he drowned. You do not have to have both of those, but you have to have at least one of those. For number 6, most stories say that Narcissus drowned looking at himself in a reflecting pool. Just a lot of drowning happening here, folks. A lot of drowning. For number 7, the main goal of the Argonauts was to retrieve the golden fleece of, Colchis? Something like that. For number 8, Oedipus unwittingly killed his father and married his mother. So it was Oedipus we were looking for. And if you know of the Oedipus complex, this is where that comes from. For question number 9, the Gorgon sisters of Medusa are named Steno? I know you guys are making fun of me because I cannot pronounce that. And Uriel. And for number 10, King Minos died in a boiling bathtub while visiting another king harboring Daedalus, who is partially blamed for the death of the Minotaur. Wow, we come full circle here in this round. So he died in a boiling bathtub. Man, that is rough. Not a way that you want to go. And so we do have our final scores in for the evening, but before you go, I am going to keep you in suspense just for a hint longer. So, as you can see, I put on here the calendar of events. There's lots of things that are going to be happening. If you've enjoyed tonight, you like hearing me talk about things, if you've enjoyed reading Shannon's comments as she's responded to you all on the Twitch feed, you should definitely both check out our vlog talk show we have also on Twitch, which is going to be happening in 2 weeks from tonight. And on this talk show, we just get together, we chat about books that we enjoy, things that we watch. Lately, I've been talking a lot about anime. I don't know if I'll talk about anime again or not, but it's a lot of fun, and you can just watch it, and you can comment on things, and you can ask us questions about stuff. We are more than happy to engage with anybody who wants to view us, just talk for an hour about books and other cool things. And with all of these events, if you're interested in attending, all you need to do is head to the Kirkwood Public Library's website, where you can then see our calendar, and you just click on the event, and there'll be a Google form that you will fill out, just like you had to do for tonight's trivia night. All right, are you folks ready for these answers? I know I'm ready for these answers. So I'm just waiting for my official screen to load for you all. It's loading, and here we are. Our final scores, which, believe it or not, folks, was pretty close. Wow, what an incredibly close game. The Athenians won with 27 points. And in second place, we have MLB with 26 points. 1 point difference. That's incredible. And then Solo Squadron, don't be hard on yourself. I am so proud of you because you still did way better than I would have done playing this. And I know I have a bunch of my own friends who are playing this tonight while they're watching. And I bet you've probably beat some of them for these scores also. So don't be hard on yourself. For the next trivia night, we will definitely have to make sure we do categories that you are an expert in. And that is a-okay. Just let us know what we should have topics on, and we'll have to do it. And so with that, our evening is going to come to a close. And it was so much fun having you all play with us tonight. We hope that you do come to other programs, because like I said, it is pretty lonely these days with not having the library open at summertime. We enjoy seeing all of your faces. So make sure you guys go ahead and sign up for at least one other program. We want to see you. We want to meet you face to face, because you got to hear me talk all night, but I didn't get to see any of you. And I know you guys are all really awesome people. Or if you are interested, if you have any of the social medias, you can also follow us on there. We give book suggestions on there. We also post upcoming events. And it's just another great way to engage with the library while we are closed. And so, with that, I will go ahead. I will wave goodbye to all of you. Thank you so much for playing. Have a good rest of your evening. I hope you have an amazing week. And we will be seeing you hopefully soon. Thank you for playing. Have a great night.